Hello, hello, hello! For today's video, I thought I could do a monthly favorites because I haven't done this in so long. I completely forgot to do one in January and it's now mid-March, so apologies for that. But that means I only have more things to talk about. Yay! In university recently, I studied film production. We've had some genre weeks where we go through the different genre films and talk about it. And the last few weeks we've had musical week. My favorite. And I've had to do a few presentations about certain musicals, and I have decided to do them on a few of my favorites actually. Musicals, and I wanted to talk to you about them because although they have been my favorite for years, you might not know about them, and I've been just rewatching them recently, so I'll talk about them. Now the first one that I want to talk about is Across the Universe. Now Across the Universe is a jukebox musical directed by Julie Taymor, who did Lion King on Broadway. She has created this musical which is based on Beatles music, and the soundtrack has 34 songs by the Beatles in it, and it is a wonderful film about a boy named Jude who travels from Liverpool to New Jersey to find his father who's been, not there in his life. It's also about a girl named Lucy whose boyfriend is going off to the Vietnam War, and her brother Max, who is sort of like a Princeton dropout, and they all just come together in this wonderful musical that I love so much. Like, I had probably forced all my friends to watch this film, and I did this presentation on it the other day. And it was the only thing that I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I think I tried to convince my teacher to watch it, and I felt a bit like, afterwards, because I got a bit too into it. Now, the second film that I wanted to recommend to you is yet another jukebox musical, and this one is called God Help the Girl, and it is on Netflix, at least the British Netflix, and it is another jukebox musical. Surprise, surprise, I do like those jukebox musicals. It is based off Belle and Sebastian's album with the same name, God Help the Girl. The story evolves around a young girl named Eve who is struggling with anorexia, and it is a very different take on a musical, which I think is sort of, in its way, although it's kind of rough around the edges, it's very charming and extremely touching, and I love it so much. It also stars Ollie Alexander, who is the lead vocalist in Years and Years, which is a band that I absolutely love. Oh, so perfect. So yeah, I would definitely check out that musical. I would say it's not a classical musical format at all. It doesn't necessarily have, the class cheesy happy ending and stuff. You should definitely check it out. As I said, it's a bit different, but it's definitely worth a watch. So the next thing that I wanted to mention is a TV show, and I was thinking about TV shows that I watched this month, and I realized there's only really one that I can mention because I've become rather obsessed, to a level where I've forced each of my flatmates, I have 8 flatmates, individually to watch this show with me. It's really bad. Oh god, I sound like such a musical crazy person right now, but it is a musical TV show called Galavant, and all its music is written by Alan Menken, which is the guy who's made most of the music from Disney. Absolutely love him. The show is about a guy, a very brave, heroic sort of character named Galavant, who the girlfriend gets kidnapped by an evil king, and he goes to rescue her with his merry little crew, and things don't exactly go to plan. If you like musical TV shows that are kind of, it's dumb, but it's like funny dumb. You're so happy after watching it, so definitely check out Galavant. Another TV show that I have been loving this month is Bates Motel, and this is now on Netflix, and I did one of the most intense marathon sessions I've ever done for a TV show. I basically rewatched season 1 and 2, which I've seen before, and then I watched a new season, which is season 3, and I watched it all in one go over 2 days, and I sort of just emerged from my room after those 2 days, just sort of like It is sort of like a prequel to the movie Psycho, which obviously is about Norman Bates being a crazy serial killer. And the show is sort of about young Norman Bates and his mom and his brother moving to, you know, the hotel. If you don't know what Psycho is, I'm sorry, this is not gonna make any sense, but yeah, it's basically Norman Bates' slow descent into madness. And it is great, but I wouldn't recommend marathoning a show that is about someone's slow descent into madness, because trust me, you will be there yourself. Okay, so that was everything that I wanted to talk about this month. Now, normally in these sort of favorites videos, I've showed you much more stuff, and for some reason I've been really put off that recently. I don't know why. I love watching when other people show stuff, but personally, just recently I've just been feeling really materialistic, and I don't just want to, you know, talk about makeup stuff, because that's not all I care about and am. So yeah, I want to do this more, just talk about films and TV shows that I love, because in normal life, in real life, that's what I talk about literally all the time. So I wanted to include you guys into that. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in a new video soon. Bye!